All right, so we're talking about sex right now. We'll see what TikTok does with it. Anyway, the biggest problem I feel like you're facing as a young man is, first of all, you're not alone. Um, Most men, Christian included, a lot of Christian men are dealing with and struggling with pornography issues, onto addictions. And women deal with that too. We deal with it too, and some of us deal with it in different ways. But you're not alone. I mean, if you are a healthy adult and you can feel sensuality, you feel sexy, or you can tell when someone else is, you're going through something. So, is it bad? Is it good? It is great to feel sensual, to be sexy, to want sex. All that's healthy. That's great stuff. God gave that to us as a gift. And if He didn't want us to be sensual or have sex or feel anything, He wouldn't give it to us. We didn't give it to ourselves, right? We were born with these abilities, and as we got older, we started to go through puberty, and we had these feelings and everything. The issue here is when we take something beautiful that God gave us for a specific purpose, and then we just kind of, what we do is we isolate. You know how when they take artificial things, they take a raw natural product or a piece of material, something from nature, and then they extract something out of it to make something new and artificial. Well, that's exactly what we're doing with sex when we take it out of God's context. Because the context was supposed to be in marriage. So if you do it outside of the person you're married to, that's adultery, and now you have made sex bad. And if you have it before marriage, you've made sex bad. You made it bad, and that sounds all Christianese, doesn't it? That kind of aggravates me when people talk Christianese. So I won't do that to you. When I say it makes it bad, it's something that God, it grieves Him because He wants the best for you. And He realizes that you've taken something that He's given to you that's so amazing. It's wonderful, and it gives off wonderful endorphins and dopamine and oxytocin, all these wonderful hormones that He created on purpose because He wants you to be joined to that person. And it's just like a perfect thing He made. And then the enemy comes along and he says, wait, why don't you just do it isolated? You don't have to know the person. You don't have to be the lady at the well. I mean, this was done a long time ago. And human beings, of course, we want to make things artificial. And the enemy is always a counterfeit of the goodness that God has. Well, if you have received Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you're part of the kingdom, and Jesus is the king, and there is no democracy. So we're supposed to be doing things His way. Me included. I'm not perfect. But this series is about how do we do that? How do we really see sex